I really think it's such a small issue. Like such a small issue. I've made like what, 2 videos on it? I mean, people are saying I'm salty because I can't react to it. The other weird thing is where they're saying, oh man, Tectone just wants to be a partner. No, I don't. I've been so good with honkaistarrail for over a year.
Absolutely.
And because they up one time and we call them out on it, all of a sudden I'm anti-Hoyoverse. I'll keep it a buck. Don't stay neutral, guys. For real. Just have a opinion. For real. Just say it, bro. When I say some dumb shit, y'all go hostile. But when I say some shit that makes sense, y'all stay neutral. It's not how it works. Like, how long do you have to be loyal for? Like, is this a cult? It's just people trying to cover your game because they like it. It's insane.
Yeah.
Subscribe!
Hey guys, MrPokke here, back with another video, and today this is gonna be my final video addressing this creator experience server. It's gonna be my final thoughts, my final weigh-ins. I'm not gonna be addressing this because personally, I do think that this entire matter has been a little bit blown out of proportion. In my opinion. So this will be my final time, and without further ado, let's get into today's content. Chat, what I essentially want to bring your attention to today is my attempts at trying to find out what the CN community thinks about this entire hoo-ha that has been going on, which apparently the Western side, right, the YouTube side, or a lot of English content creators, we have, there's been a lot of fuss, right? Gacha Smack, Box2, Brexphone, Tectone, myself, almost every single EN content creators has kind of like make a video stating about the potential issues with the creator experience server. So in CN side, this creator experience server is basically called the 创作者体验服, which is it literally directly translates to creators experience server, right? 创作者 creators 体验 experience 服 server, right? So it literally translates to this. For the reason why I started stream kind of like late today is because I've been spending like almost 3 hours trying to dig exactly if there's any like drama, if there's any like dissatisfaction amongst the Bilibili content creators, right? I've searched a lot. I've searched through the comment section. I even searched Tieba, right? Baidu Tieba, which is basically like the Chinese version of Reddit, right? So I'm not gonna bore you guys with the details. Essentially, there are no drama. There's actually no drama in the Bilibili, in the Tieba. There's just no drama with the content creator scene. Number one, I do want to preface this by saying there might just be a little bit of an algorithm in play, right? Because, you know, we do have our algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, because like, if you guys like watching drama content, you're probably going to end up finding drama content. For me, majority of the time, when I look at Bilibili, I am looking for like honkaistarrail specific content, right? I only want to look at the guides. I only want to look at their thoughts on units. I want to look at their like zero cycles and all that kind of stuff. So I don't search for drama content on Bilibili. So that could be a potential reason why I just cannot find a single piece of drama, even for the content creators themselves. So a few of the more prominent content creators like Carter Yang, Meng Jiao, Meng Gan Dada, Pao Jiao, all this kind of stuff, they have not made a single drama video or any video addressing a drama situation happening in their site, right? There is in fact even a content creator going by Beiji Xiong. He is a CN VTuber. He straight up rejected the creator experience server. He straight up just said, nope, I don't even want it. So here is his thoughts, right? So this is a 1 minute for the 1 second. I'm just gonna play right here.
创作体验服是吧？说白了啊，让你在前瞻直播结束之后，能够尽快的，就是通过一些视频。
So from the live stream, from the honkaistarrail live stream till before Acheron's banner's release, that is the window of opportunity where you can make any content between this period, right? Before Acheron banner release and the live stream. So that's the period of time where people make content. Most of the time, it's going to be addressing the live stream. It's going to be addressing the pre-release kits, right? The trailers. That's the typical content you can make before Acheron actually comes out.
解馋。然后呢，提前了解一下这个角色。
Yeah, understand the character a little bit more.
其实就是攻略视频。
Right.
我申请了嘛，他们一开始想给我
Somebody from his chat asked if he applied, and then he's like, at first they asked him.
然后我说，那你给我这个东西，我能给你带来。
When they asked him, Beiji Xiong, which is the VTuber, he's like, what do I even do with this? What do I even do with this creator experience? What can I bring for you?
带什么呢？我能给你做什么呢？
What can I do for you?
我又不做攻略，
He is not. He doesn't make guides. He does not make guide. He doesn't intend to make guide at this specific juncture.
对不对？我又不是说这个硬核这个主播，我不知道我能给他们做什么呀。
He doesn't know
我说
what
那
can
你
he
给我
bring.
干什么呢？
Then what's the point of giving it to me?
我更多的就是说，去跟大家一样去这个作为玩家视角享受那个开服第一天的。
So he said he wants to be with the general player base and experience what happens when acheron drops. He will start his theory crafting, he will start his cooking and everything the moment acheron drops day one of opening upon acheron's banner's release.
感觉吧。对，如果真能做点什么东西的话，然后再说。
Yeah, if he can actually make content that satisfies his viewers, then he was like, okay, you know what? Then we can talk about getting into the creator experience server.
然后我有考虑过，我如果有了这个资格，
If he
我
has
能
the
做
right,
什么样的视频，你知道吧？
What kind of content can
但
he
是
make?
我想了一下
He's thinking about it.
我
He's thinking about it.
我上来我对这个皇权我跟他发癫嘛。
It's like, what do I even do with the gameplay footage of Acheron? Do I just stare there blindly?
那我肯定要测试吧。
I have to test it out.
人家叫测试服，那肯定要测吧。
Yeah, it's a test server. Test server. It is meant for you to test things out,
对
right?
不对？那咱不能光逮着这个，我一进去就我点开自动，所以我说了，
He just pressed full auto.
我说我感觉不太合适啊。
It doesn't really
所以我
fit
就说
him.
这个，等我如果真正能做点什么内容的时候，就是关于角色测评也好，反正就是我的这个前瞻视频能有助于这个社区玩家，有提到一些帮助的啊。
Yeah, if there's any aid for the player base, then he will probably want to do it like the experience server. All right, so that is just one example. That is just one
创作
example
体验
of a lot, right? And then the rest of the content creators, if they have the server, for example, Ocean is one of the largest honkaistarrail streamer in Bilibili. He makes a ton of content related to honkaistarrail, one of the biggest streamer there. And the way he does the creator experience server is basically just nuclear reactions, nuclear damage, absolute insane damage. And it will just yep. Yeah, then there's also some other creators like Carter Young. He's also like a guide maker. He just straight up just makes the guides. Yeah, like straight up the full guide, right? The full guide for Huangquan, which is Acheron. So after all this, right, my point is, I can't find an example where there's like nuclear drama revolving around the creator experience server. So my take on this general thing is they took it very, very positively. Even in the comment section, they took it very, very positively to the point where I'm not sure if I can find the exact... Okay, so this is another example, right? So this is an example where he showed Acheron's E0S1 Acheron's full capabilities, right? So you can see that the comment section in this place, majority of the time in the viewership, they're just basically asking about in-game mechanics, right? Oh, how is E0S1 Acheron, E0S1 SAM, 2+1 SAM, blah, blah, comparison, blah, blah, testing, right? So they're just talking about Acheron E0S0 without signature light cone, blah, blah, how will it affect rotation? You can see that majority of the comment section is that you have DOT is just discussing about the game itself, which in my point, it proves that the player base, they genuinely don't care what really goes on. As long as content is made and it helps them in their in-game experience, they're gonna appreciate this kind of content. It sparks discussion, it sparks an environment where people want to discuss more about Acheron, which I would say is one of the biggest benefits to the creator experience server, where it creates a discussion, a topic for players to discuss 1 week in advance before Acheron is actually released, and it gives players more time to digest and see what's going on, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that whatever content this thing makes, whatever kind of like first impressions, testing, damage output, is not showing that okay, this is the fact. This is what's gonna be happening. This is absolutely Acheron is OP, Acheron is not OP, Acheron is a signature icon. It just creates discussion amongst the CN community to make them more thought-provoking, right? I think the comment section generally, you don't really see people like, oh my god, she's insane, she's busted. They're asking questions. They're asking questions about to the content creator, like, should you do this, should you do that? So I think that is a very, very big positives compared to EN servers, where it just this creates an environment for discussion, right? There are even comments where like this creator experience server is so good, they should be pushing this to Genshin. CM players, they literally want Genshin Impact to adopt this because they took this so well, which is a very, very big contrast compared to what we have in EN, where there are literally people saying like, oh my god, this thing just should not exist because it's just creating discourse, it's creating drama, it's creating a segregation between content creators. So that would be the biggest difference between the two communities receiving the creator experience server. So my bottom line for all this in general, I would say, is will this creator experience server combat leaks? No. Leaks are gonna exist. It will always exist. It's like, can you ever stop piracy from happening? No. It will always exist no matter how much you try to do it. But from a consumer standpoint, it's a positive because you now have one additional week to discuss based on the information received from official HoYoverse partnered content creators, not from like leaks, website, whatever. And it is gonna bring traffic, it is gonna bring attention to honkaistarrail as a whole, and it also allows players to think more carefully whether should they pull for Sparkle, whether should they pull for acheron, that kind of stuff, right? So it is gonna be a positive thing for consumers. It is also technically a positive thing for content creators because now they have more time to dissect and see what's happening behind creator experience server. But that being said, the whole copyright strike, who gets to go in, I will admit that there is definitely downsides to this, right? Like risking your channel getting terminated from reacting, preventing the discussion, preventing a freedom of speech kind of thing where creators can chime in on their thoughts. Like for example, the video that Gacha Smack did, whether it gets copyright strike, I have no idea. But if Gacha Smack's video does get copyright struck, it does set a bad tone in the future where it limits the discussion amongst content creators to talk about what's going on in the early access creators experience server. I think in summary, I do think that the creator experience server is a good thing. I don't think it should go away. I think that the thing that MiHoYo could have done a lot better is in terms of communication. As long as they have communicated the idea, they have talked to the content creators, they have talked to the player base, like, okay, we're gonna have this thing going on. I think a lot of the drama wouldn't have happened. And a lot of the content creators probably won't even feel that this just came out from nowhere, right? And hopefully going forward, for patch 2.2, 2.3, whatever, they can implement some of these things, right? So yeah, if you guys have any discussions about this nuclear content, feel free to leave them down in the comments below or just join the Discord, discord.g/Pokke video. We're a very active community talking about honkaistarrail on a daily basis. If you want to check out my stream, like twitch.tv/MrPokke as well on the YouTube. We're streaming every single day, almost every single day. Share it with us on the Discord, right? So that's all I have for today. All the best for your acheron pools, all the best for Sparkle pools. The honkaistarrail community is still at a good place despite all of this happening. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. I genuinely cannot believe this shit. I genuinely cannot believe this shit. I genuinely cannot believe this shit, guys. Did I say how I genuinely cannot believe this shit? I genuinely cannot believe this shit, guys.